Hello and welcome back to Frosthaven. The game is now out on Steam and it is actually on sale for 10% off. So if you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. This video is kindly sponsored by Arc Games. And indeed, if you have seen the previous episode, which I highly recommend, there is a link in the description to that as well, then you'll know where we are. We're going to be going into another battle straight away. And we've got our battle goals to select. So what are we going to do? Kill 3 or fewer enemies? I think we're probably going to be going for that. Yep, it's probably going to work. And then for our wonderful drifter here, end no more than 3 of your turns in the hex in which you started the turn, except when long resting. Oh, okay, that's going to be a bit harsh in my opinion. Perform 2 actions with lost icons in the same turn, or never exit a hex adjacent to an enemy, except through forced movement. Wow. Okay, let's do that one. Let's try it. Let's try. I don't know if that's going to be that possible for me, but we'll try it out. Apply a different negative condition to an enemy that already has 1 or more negatives. Not a big fan. Never use your lowest initiative played card as your initiative card. Yeah. Never use your lowest? Sure. I guess we could try it. I don't know whether that's going to work, but sure.
The battle is near. Sounds of it echo off the tunnel's icy walls, metal crashing against stone, thunder ripping the air, the chest-shaking howls of Orgox. Your breath is heavy as you follow your guide. Closer, closer, and then you arrive. But the middle of battle is no time to stand around. The Orgox around you are locked in bitter combat, spells shooting out with terrible quickness and heavy fists swinging. Immediately before you stands a final cluster of guards, their faces twist in fury at the sight of your party, realizing from which direction you've just come.
"Doomed whelps,"
they shout.
"We will destroy you for this intrusion."
Oh, yes, they will indeed try to destroy us. Now, as you can see, ooh, okay, wait. I think we have 3 rooms. Yeah, we have 3 rooms. This is actually not looking too bad. This is not looking too... I think it's 3 at least. I think there's another... Yeah. There is another one over there. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting because we are basically in very close quarters here, and it's going to be quite difficult, I think. Going to be quite difficult. Okay, so we've got an Orgox elite here, as well as 2 archers in the back. We have an elite over there as well. Okay, so first of all, we want to do as much damage as possible, don't we? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use Javelin first. I think we can actually do damage from here. I can obviously move her if I want to as well. We can actually move her wherever we like. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. And then we're probably going to be using Banner of Strength. I think a Banner of Strength in this situation would probably be exceedingly good. We could also use Reinforcements. Because Reinforcements, I mean, it's not the hardiest, shall we say, not the hardiest NPC that we could summon. But it's good enough, I think. Maybe good enough. I'm going to use Banner of Strength, though. I think that's probably going to be the play here. And we can move this guy over here. And we are probably going to be using... Well, here's the funny thing. I'm going to need to be as dangerous as possible with this character. So I'm thinking we're going to use Crushing Weight. That's probably the way to go. Yeah, I think Crushing Weight, and then we'll probably go for, well, we need to choose something else first. Okay, we have, let's see now, 2 spaces? Yeah, we can make 2 spaces. So technically what I could do is I could use Prudent Preparation and use our default option here. Instead of using the main option, which is the big box, we could use the default option, which is a smaller box which allows us to move 2 spaces, or to attack for 2 damage. So I think that might make sense. I think we're going to do that. Okay, so let me see. Sustained momentum is always great. I like that a great deal, but yeah, we're gonna be going with crushing weight. Yes, crushing weight. Sounds good. Okay, now we've got to bear in mind our battle goal here. We need to, well, we need to be very careful with Dawdler. What is it again? Dawdler? Yeah. Never use your lowest initiative played card as your initiative card. So, for example, I cannot use this as my initiative card, which is absolutely fine because I'm going to be summoning skeletons all across the board here. So I want to... let me see. I need the thing that prevents me from taking damage. Where is it? There it is. Life in death. Prevent the next 3 sources of that would be dealt to you. Yes, that's the thing that I would like to go for, I think. It is going to prevent me from casting another skeleton, though, which is a bit problematic. Actually, you know what? We're just going to cast 2 skeletons. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to cast 2 skeletons, and that's it. Maybe a wraith would also be kind of useful, but no, we're going to just cast these 2, and that's it. That's what we'll do now. We've got to think pretty strategically here. Okay, so first of all, we're going to use our default movement here, and we are going to be moving forward over into range. Going to be using crushing weight. There we go. End his turn. And then we are going to be using javelin immediate. Actually, you know what? Let's use banner of strength first. Let's put that behind him. And then we can use javelin here, and we might be able to get some good damage out. Highly unlikely, but we'll try. Oh, +1. Nice. That's 5 damage. That's actually pretty significant. Very good. Okay, now these guys are obviously going to be doing some pretty big damage. I'm going to use leather armor here. Try and decrease the amount of damage we're going to take. Unfortunately, we are going to take quite a lot. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to take small amounts here. My drifter is very capable of dying, but hopefully we'll be able to heal him soon enough. Don't worry, we've got this. Okay, so yeah, we're actually going to be playing this because I can't play both skeletons, so I am actually going to be using this. I don't think we'll need both skeletons anyway, so we should be okay. There we go, summon that. There we go, and we can prevent the damage. Thank you. I don't want her to take too much damage at all because she is pretty fragile, so just bear that in mind. Alright, so let's see. I could potentially use deflecting maneuver here, or we could use combined effort. I think combined effort is probably going to be the play, so we're going to be using this and this. I don't really want her to be killing anything, though. That's the problem here, you see. I don't want her to be killing anything, so that is the issue. I wonder whether... actually, you know what? I'm going to heal instead. I am going to heal instead with her. I think that's what we'll do. So we'll use regroup. I think regroup is pretty nice. That's going to heal. We're going to be able to heal with that, and then we could use reinforcement, I suppose. Then we could use reinforcement if we wanted, which might make sense. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll use regroup. It's only a 2 HP heal, which is not exactly amazing, but reinforcement is definitely going to help us a pretty significant amount. Bear in mind, I can do massive damage now, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be using continuous health. However, I am going to need to use something else in the meantime. I don't want to use Vile Assault and its top option yet, because that is going to burn the card immediately, and burning the card means that I cannot use it in the, shall we say, in the rest of the battle, which I really, really do want to do. I want to use that as much as possible because it is fantastic. So I'm thinking we're probably going to be using continuous health and bloodletting here. That sounds pretty good, even though it is going to provide us with a very, very slow turn. I think that's probably doable. And then what we want to do is we want to heal. We want to heal with our wonderful Bone Shaper here. Yeah, we'll probably do that, and then we will also... Let's see, wait. I need to just make sure... Yeah, unfortunately, this is... I need a heal that's on the second... I need a second main option here. Yes, this. Transfer of Essence. This is perfect. Okay. Yeah, Transfer of Essence is what we'll do, and then Damned Horde otherwise, and then we'll go for it. There we are. Okay. So these guys are obviously going to be having some pretty significant damage coming in, but that's okay. We don't really need to worry about that too much. We can actually use by all costs, or should we say at all costs if we want to. But I'm actually going to just do this. Going to summon the Reinforcement. Going to use Regroup. And that's going to heal our Drifter. Then we're just going to end the turn straight up. Let's take a look at the Archer. What's he going to do? He's doing nothing. Okay, he's doing nothing too either. That's fantastic. This guy's going to be hitting for 0. Perfect, perfect. Because that was an elite. This guy's going to be wasting his turn attacking the Reinforcement, which is also perfect. Very nice. And now we can do massive damage. Oh, yes. Now we can do very, very big damage here. So, technically, continuous health, one of my favorite abilities in the entire game. This is amazing. This particular thing right here is amazing. Very, very powerful. You'll see exactly what I mean after this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be attacking... I think we'll probably just kill one of these just to make sure it dies, right? So we'll just kill that. There we go. There we are. Wonderful. And then we'll regenerate uses of that. And then we're going to use Amulet of Life, which will heal me for 3. Because we have continuous health, it is basically allowing us to heal for 3 instead of for 1. Which is incredible, in my opinion. Now we have Shambling Skeletons, of course. And funnily enough, I could heal. Which is hilarious, because I don't really... I mean, healing at this point is not really necessary. But I'm going to do it nevertheless, just because. And then we're going to be using another summon. Yes, there we go, another summon. Let's prevent the damage that we're taking there as well. We've created a Dark Element as well, which is, well, we did create a Dark Element. There we go. This element can be used for the rest of the round. Yes, you can empower other spells with that, which is very, very useful. Okay, so obviously with this character right now, I'm actually unsure what we should really do. Technically what we could do, I suppose, is we could have her provide some kind of buff. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll probably go for Combined Effort. Deflecting Maneuver and Combined Effort. I think that's probably what we'll do. And then we need to murder this elite in some way or another. So how are we going to kill that? Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking Violent Inheritance here. But there is nothing else really that I want to go for. Vile Assault is amazing, but I don't want to use it yet, if at all possible. So I'm thinking we're probably going to... yes. I think we will probably just... Violent Inheritance. Yeah. And then we'll use Draining Arrows. Draining Arrows and Violent Inheritance. That sounds good. Alright, that sounds nice. And then we'll do Angry Spirits, and we'll probably do... I don't even know what else to do at this point, actually. I think we'll probably do Malicious Conversion or something like that, although that does, I think, get burned. I think that actually does get burned, so a bit problematic. We might be able to do Dark Tidings. Dark Tidings might be cool, but again, that is going to get burned. Decaying Will. Okay, we'll do Decaying Will or something like that. I think that sounds pretty cool. Why not? Let's try it out. Okay, so Deflecting Maneuver. Well, first of all, I want to do this. I want to actually provide this guy with some movement. If that actually works. Can I actually do that? Yeah, I can move here. And then we can give that... Yep, Mind Control to him. And that's going to move him. And we can make him go over here. Because I want to make as much space as possible for the skeletons to take up so that they can actually start attacking. Because otherwise, if they don't, we're going to have some issues, aren't we? Okay, so we'll skip the rest of the ability here. You can target 2 allies, but we're not going to do that. And then we will use Deflecting, whatever it is called, Deflecting Maneuver. There we go. And we're going to use the Banner of Strength as well. Hopefully we'll do some big damage. Nice. 4 damage. Very good. 4 damage, surprisingly good. Going to pick up that loot as well. Loot is very important. And yeah, now we can do some pretty cool stuff. So we're going to do Violent Inheritance. Hopefully we're going to be able to get some pretty nice damage from this. Yeah. Oh, he did 5 damage. That's absolute insanity. That is so, so good. Okay, so we don't need to loot or anything like that, which is absolutely fine. And then we're going to be moving over here. There we go. And then we are going to be skipping the movement. And then we're going to be getting another continuous health. We want to make sure that continuous health remains on us for a significant time, because it is just so strong. It really is. So incredibly strong. Okay, we're taking some big damage from the archers here, but we don't really need to worry about that. As you can see, this guy is doing some damage to our banner spear, but we don't need to worry about that either. The skeleton is going to be doing amazing damage too. Very nice. Yep, look at that. What? He just did 5 damage. This skeleton just did 5 damage. I can't believe it. That's crazy. That's really, really strong, actually. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, let's see. I will literally just play the Wraith. And we will take the damage if there is some damage to pay. Oh, no, we don't have anything to pay. Okay, that's actually wonderful. So we will now just move. We'll just use our default movement and we'll just move a little bit. And then we'll just end the turn. Nice and easy, right? Nice and easy. Okay. So, do we have some more heals? No, we don't have any more heals. So I think what we'll do is we will go for a long rest with our banner spear here. And do we have a heal with this guy? Yes, we do. We have Vile Assault, which has a secondary ability which allows us to move and then heal, which is obviously wonderful. So I think that's probably what we'll do. We'll use the secondary on that. And then we will probably do Sustained Momentum and do its primary ability, which is going to allow us to attack for 2 and regain a use of one of our active bonuses, which is perfect. So we'll do that as well. Now, Malicious Conversion, we could potentially use that if we wanted to. Again, it's a bit problematic to a certain degree, because obviously there are a lot of cards here that are going to be burned if we use them. We could do Command the Wretched. Command the Wretched sounds pretty cool, actually. So let's do that. There we go. That sounds fun. Okay, I don't actually know what is going to befall us when we open up the door, of course, because this is the first time I've done this mission, so I have no idea. Ah, there is a trap right there. Well, that's not very nice of them, is it? There's another one there, too. Okay, well, that's problematic. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with this. That's going to be very interesting. Okay, so let's see. What can we do here? Well, I am going to move. So, well, haha, me moving is not actually going to work. As you can see right here. We can't move like that. That's a bit bad, isn't it? Yes, okay, we'll skip the movement then. And we can Command the Wretched, but unfortunately, we can't do anything else. There's nothing for me to do, so I will skip the ability here. And now it is my Drifter's turn. So, unfortunately, this trap is going to do 3 damage. Which is quite funny, because we can heal ourselves for 4. But if we take 3, then we're only healing for a very small amount, which is not exactly great. So I am just going to do this and then just skip the movement. And we're just going to heal for 4 straight away. Now, Sustained Momentum is obviously fantastic, and I would love to be able to use this. Unfortunately, I cannot do it, so we will just have to do this the old-fashioned way and just replenish the ability. There we go. We're going to use Long Rest here. It's going to get her all of her cards back. There we go. Okay, and now we are probably going to move her, and this is going to be a little bit... maybe, I don't know, I don't think it's going to be risky in any way, but it might be maybe not so good. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to be moving into that trap over there. Or we're going to be healing. We could heal. Yeah, you know what? Okay, fine. We'll do regroup, and then we'll do at all costs. We're going to heal him. And then we're going to be doing probably a long rest, to be honest, all things considered, with our Drifter here, because he's just getting absolutely murdered across the board, which we really don't want. We could do Fell Remedy. Yeah, I think Fell Remedy sounds pretty good, actually, here for us. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so unfortunately she's out of range. She's out of range to be able to heal this guy, so what I'm actually going to have to do is use this. move over here, and then heal. There we go. And we can obviously heal ourselves if we want to, but I'm not going to do that. And our skeletons are moving forward. Our Wraith is going to be attacking a little bit. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything. The Wraith only does 1 damage most of the time, unless she just rolls like a neutral roll or anything like that. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but you know, it happens. And let's see, grant one of your summons adjacent to the target of your curse ability. Okay, well, yeah, unfortunately, that is not going to work. I mean, we could. Can we actually do damage here? We can curse someone, but that's not really going to do much. I guess we could try it. We can try and curse them. Yeah, as you can see, that's not going to work there. Yeah, I think we did curse him, though. So that might do something. But yeah, this is also not really going to work out too well. So I'm just going to move her onto the loot and just have the loot get picked up there. Okay, let's see what this archer decides to do. We just basically need to heal my drift. Oh, another 5 damage. Crazy. Thankfully, my skeletons are taking 0 damage, which is really nice. And now look at the long rest right here. Look at that, 4 HP. And then I can use Amulet of Life as well, and another 3 HP. Look at the amount of healing we can do. It's because of continuous health that we're able to do this craziness. So, very, very love that. Okay, we're going to use Javelin, tip of the spear. That's what we'll do. And then we will use, let's have a look. We could do Prudent Preparation, we could move, or we could heal ourselves. We could do either one, and then we could do Vile Assault. We could do Vile Assault actually first. I think we'll do Vile Assault first, and then we'll probably use Bloodletting or something like that. I think that sounds pretty cool. And with our Bone Shaper, we will literally just do a long rest. Okay, let's see what he decides to do. He's gonna do some very standard damage, nothing to really worry about here. Gonna use this. Ah, got very lucky there. Yeah, he got very lucky with his rolls, unfortunately. Alright, well, doesn't matter too much. We can now move over here if we want to, which I think we will. So we're going to be moving into the trap. We're going to be taking 3 damage with the Banner Spear, because I'm doing that very much on purpose, of course. And we will now... I mean, I technically can move backwards, but that's there's no real point in that. But yeah, so now we're going to use Javelin here. Unfortunately, it is a ranged attack, so it is going to be a little bit not so good to do when you're in melee range. Obviously, you're getting a disadvantage from that. So that is obviously not good to do, but you know, that's kind of the only thing I could at this point. It looks as though I will have a bit of an issue here. Yes, I will actually move back. Not something I wanted to do, but something that I had to do, by the looks of things. Yeah. Unfortunate for me, isn't it? Yes, very, very unfortunate, because I was kind of hoping we'd be able to use Bloodletting, because Bloodletting is one of my favorite cards. And Shambling... Yeah, okay, yeah, confirm the movement. Yeah, as you can see, we're blocking, you see. We're blocking with our Banner Spear over there, which is not exactly good. So we're going to have to do something about that. They have an exceptionally good positioning here. Very, very good positioning. So I think we'll probably do set for the charge, deflecting maneuver. And then we want to get up there. So we want 4. We want 4 distance. This is pretty good. Violent Inheritance, but that's going to burn it. I don't really want to burn it if I can help it. Yeah, there we go. Deadly Shot. Deadly Shot. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so we will do Prudent Preparation and then Deadly Shot. And then we will probably get... probably do Fell Remedy or something like that, I suppose. Fell Remedy sounds pretty decent. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Okay, yeah. So now we're going to be... Well, I need to kill something, don't I? I need to kill this guy. So let's kill this. Hopefully we can kill him. Oh, double attack. Look at that. 6 damage. That's insane. Okay, yeah, so then we're going to be moving behind this guy. Literally just behind him, just to make sure that we have as much space as possible. That's all I'm doing. I just want to make sure we have so much space that our Drifter can just go straight on in there. We're going to do the same thing with the Drifter. We're going to stand on the loot as well, and then we can use Prudent Preparation here too. Very nice. We can loot 2 gold. And this guy's probably gonna... No, he's not doing anything. Okay, yeah, he's doing he's doing a little bit of damage. That's not too bad. And then our skeleton will actually do something as well. I absolutely love these skeletons, by the way. They are so incredibly strong when you have the ability to use them, or when you can get them into melee. They're really, really fun to use. Okay, so I think we'll probably go for Fell Remedy here. Can I not? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, we can... not really move. Yes, we don't really have the speed to move here. Yeah, we don't have the range either. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? I guess we can just move up here. I mean, the Bone Shaper... This is the funny thing about the Bone Shaper. Not really a thing that I particularly care about being in range, as in to attack. Because I personally think that she is doing enough damage just by... being in the battle, just by summoning all of these troops. She's really made a huge difference already, in my opinion at least. Okay, so we're gonna just kill this guy now. I think I can probably take him out. We're gonna use Violent Inheritance for that, I suppose. That's probably what we'll do. Yeah. We do want to regain... We do want Relentless, though. We want Relentless for sure. So, Sustain Momentum... Yeah, Sustain Momentum and Relentless. That's what we'll do. And then we could do something like this. There we go. Okay, let's have a look. A little bit of damage to the skeleton. That's okay. As long as it doesn't attack too much. Oh, the skeleton might actually... The skeleton killed him! Wow. Okay. I'm actually surprised about that. I certainly wasn't expecting it for anything there, but yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, so yeah, we can actually move. This is very cool actually right now. We can do something very fun here. We can move our Bone Shaper over here, and then we can literally use Transfer of Essence if we want to, and we can literally heal our skeleton. Maybe? Oh no, this is actually strengthening him. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, why not? Let's strengthen him a little bit. I think that sounds fun. Consume Earth. Okay, can I... Ah, wait a minute. Oh, no, we're just going to skip this one. We're just going to skip that one. We don't really need to worry about that at the moment. Okay, so we are now going to do Sustain Momentum. Unfortunately, the guy died, so I can't really do anything about this, which is kind of unfortunate. I suppose what I could do is we could use Relentless first, and I think that's what we will do. So we're going to do this, Continuous Health. That's going to increase our max charges on that by 2, which is great. And we're then going to be using Default Movement to move over here and open up the door.
With the final group of guards dispatched, you move forward into the heart of the mountain. The central chamber opens like a cavernous maw, ice and blood and bodies writhing in battle. In the center of the room hangs an enormous shard of pearlescent ice, and for a moment, you simply stare at it. The shard rotates slowly in the air, held aloft by some otherworldly means. Clearly, a great power does reign here. Your Olgok's companion steps forward, drawing looks of both terror and relief from those already in combat. Her eyes move over the chamber floor and lock onto a large figure standing on the other side. A huge Olgox who has just emerged from another passage. The Ice Speaker Chieftain. He tilts his head back and releases a long, wild roar. Your companion roars back, and the two chiefs charge and crash near the center of the room, blasting open a gap in the battle. Both are clearly more skilled than the other fighters, and each moves with a surety gained from authority. The Snow Speaker cracks her staff like thunder, and the Ice Speaker bludgeons the air and ground with brutal strikes. You only get a few moments to observe the fight before you notice that several of the combatants are waiting to see what you do. But you can afford to wait no longer. If you're going to buy security for Frosthaven, you'll have to help finish this fight. It's time to pick a side.
Ooh, pick a side, eh? Either the Ice Speaker Chieftain or the Snow Speaker Chieftain must die. Deal at least 50% damage to the chieftain killed. What? Okay. I don't really want to kill the Snow Speaker one, actually. I would like to kill the Ice Speaker one, if at all possible. I'm not sure if we're even going to be able to do that. Gonna have to end this guy's turn. Okay, they're gonna be attacking each other, of course. Yeah, so I would like to help the Snow Speaker. So we will help her in comparison to the other guy. And we'll just do a long rest here. She's impaired still as well, by the way, so she can't actually move at the moment. There we go. Now she can actually move. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of something here. Oh, yes. We're going to do a little bit of a regroup. We need regroup. And, yeah, probably reinforcement as well. That actually, I don't even know whether that's even really necessary. It's probably not very necessary right now. So I'm thinking right now that I just want to basically move, right? I want to use regroup. Actually, wait a minute. There is actually another thing that I want to do here. No. This is actually correct. Regroup is correct. Ah, no. Combined effort is what I wanted. There we go. Yes. Combined effort is what I wanted here. Okay. That is perfect. So then we'll do deflecting maneuver and that will be absolutely fine. So now we want to move somewhere in here and we want to try to get around to the Ice Speaker Chieftain. So we're probably going to be doing draining arrows and do its secondary ability. And then we can do precision aim if we want to. Precision aim is something that I never really use. So it could be potentially useful. Or we could just go for a long rest. No. I think we'll give it a bit of a shot here. I'm not sure if this is going to really work out too well for us, but we will try it. And we are going to use Flow of the Black River here. Not as our initiative card, of course, so we don't need to worry about that. Ice Speaker Chieftain has an insanely low initiative. Very problematic here. We need to actually start dealing damage, to be honest. Okay, so we are going to use precision aim. We're going to actually move with draining arrows over here. Can I can't change. Ooh. Okay, this might be a bit problematic. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Let's do it. This might be very, very dangerous. Use this. End the Drifter's turn. Shambling Skeletons. Yes. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we want to go over here. Hopefully we're in range. I don't know whether we're in range. We might be. Can I use this to actually move further? I don't think so, right? No, I think this is to get over traps and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, do I have the ability to heal? Or is this actually a self-heal? This might literally just be a self-heal. If it is, then that obviously is not going to help me in the least. No, as you can see right there. No. That is it's a self-heal, so it's not actually going to help us. Unfortunate. Okay, well, I can only hope that they're going to be focusing on each other here. Which I think they will be, so I don't need to worry too much about it. Okay, so let's move here, pick up that loot. Then we will use, well, we'll actually skip the movement here. Then we'll use this to do some mind control so he can actually move over there. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I don't want to... Oh, this is a bit problematic. I'm not sure what the skeletons are going to target. That's the problem. I don't know what they're going to target because they are automatically going to attack. And I don't want them to attack the Snow Speaker. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Ha. Well, this is, yeah, this is a bit problematic then, isn't it? Oh dear. Well, Let's hope that she's actually going to do some damage. She's doing very little damage to the ice speaker here. Okay, let's see. We will need 4, 3... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move there. Use javelin. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's going to be fine. Then we want to use violent inheritance here, I suppose. We really, actually, you know what we really need to do? We really need to long rest. I know that sounds like the stupidest idea in the world, but actually, yeah, we do need to do that. Which is very, very bad. Grant, oh, hello. Yeah, okay, yeah. We want to do this. Grant one ally 5 damage. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm going to do long rest, though, with her as well. Okay, this guy is absolutely murdering. Okay, so, yeah, now we need to do this. So we're going to be moving over here. There we go. And then we want to use javelin. Do damage. Oh, 0? Really? 0? I'm sure we could have done better than that, no? Oh dear. Oh dear. She's having a problem. Leather armor? Oh, is she actually attacking us? Oh, she's attacking us for some reason. I don't know why she would be attacking us, considering I literally haven't attacked her at all. My skeletons are attacking the ice speaker, though, which is nice. That's good. Wow, 1 damage. Really? 1 damage? I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, right? I guess it is better than nothing, but still. Okay, some good heals coming up. Yeah, there we go, there we go. And Amulet of Life as well. There we go. Now he's back up to 18 HP. Absolutely perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. Now we are going to be inflicting so much damage with our Drifter here. It is going to be immensely powerful. Okay, can I actually heal the Snow Speaker? I don't think so, right? I don't think I can. One thing I can do, though... I can do something kind of interesting, maybe. Yeah, maybe we can do something interesting. I am gonna try, if I can, to heal. I don't think it's gonna work, but we can try it. Otherwise, what we're gonna do now is I am finally going to use Vile Assault. Usually I don't do this because Vile Assault gets burned if you use it to attack, as you can see right there. But this is just too good to say no to. So we're going to do Vile Assault, and then we'll do... We need to do something that is going to be extremely powerful. Probably something like... I guess Bloodletting is going to be the next best thing there. So we'll use Bloodletting 2. And then we want to buff our Drifter. We want to buff the Drifter massively. So let's see. Yeah, this is it. We want to do this. So can I move? Or... Yeah, no, we could do Decaying Wheel. We can do Decaying Wheel, and then we could do Command the Wretched. I think that sounds good. I'm not sure if we're going to be in range. That's the problem. I think we are in range of this. Hopefully we are. The Ice Speaker Chieftain has so much initiative. It's actually crazy how much initiative this thing has. Okay, we're going to use this. Wow, 6 damage! What? He just killed my skeleton instantaneously. That is crazy. Okay. We're good though. We're good. We're fine. We're taking a massive amount of damage across the board here, but we're okay. We're still fine, you know? We're still alright, you know? We don't have to worry too much. Okay, so let's move this guy over here, I guess. And then move the skeleton as well. And move him there. There we go, perfect. And now we can start healing some people. Oh yeah. There we go. Can I not select... I can't select myself, apparently. Okay, that's a... yeah, I guess it's okay. The Banner Spear is probably not going to die, all things considered. She's probably going to be fine. She's all the way back here, after all, so it's highly unlikely. Okay, now here we go. The big damage. The big damage is incoming. So we're going to use Vile Assault on this guy. Okay, I need a better roll than that, please. I need a better roll than that. I need something much better than that, please. Yes, there we go. +1. That's perfect. But we need... ×2 would be nice. Double damage would be wonderful. Okay, we're not getting that. But we are doing some pretty good damage, nevertheless. Okay, my skeleton... No, we're only doing 0 with the skeleton. Oh, I needed the skeleton to do so much more. The Wraith is also doing 0 damage. Ah, sad. Okay, well, that's very unfortunate. We could do Decaying Will, I suppose. Yeah, that's gonna have to be the thing that we do. Oh, double damage with that! Yes! Okay, I think we've done it. I think we've picked a side, technically. I think we have picked a side this time around. Yeah, we're also gonna be buffing the skeleton. And we can attack straight away with that. Boom. Big damage. Nice. And, yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, as you can see. Yeah, I think we're good. We just need to do 6 damage, right? We just need to do 6 damage. So that should be fine, hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm basically just going to do a long rest with the Banner Spear here just to kind of get her, hopefully... done. You know, hopefully she's not going to die as a result. But yes, prudent preparation is going to be fine. We can probably heal with that. And then we could probably do something like this, I think, with our Bone Shaper. Yeah, easy, easy, nice. Okay, so this should be good. I can, technically, I am going to just do default attack here. And this should be a kill. Oh, -1. Really? -1? Come on. Okay, well, it's okay, it's okay. We can heal ourselves. This is, again, continuous health. Really. It's so good. Continuous health is amazing. And there we go! The skeleton got the kill! Fantastic! Okay, what do we don't want to kill that one, do we? I don't want to kill that one, right? I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna loot this. I'm gonna loot this chest. Thanks very much. Malicious conversion? Nah, I'm just gonna skip that. Thanks very much. Okay, there we go. Give me the treasure chest. Yes, I like it. Lilith loots Horn of Command. The Horn of Command blueprint? Okay, I have no idea what that is, but I'm very, very excited to find out. Okay, we're taking some big damage from this. But I'm hopeful that it isn't going to actually continue attacking us. We can heal again with the Amulet of Life there. And I believe, yep, there you go. That's the victory. It just had to play out the rest of the turn. And there it is. Oh, yes, we did it. Very nice. And look at all of our people almost leveled up. Awarded for most damage taken. Awarded for most enemies killed. Yeah, she only killed the most enemies because the skeletons are so good. I told you, the skeletons are great. They're really, really fun to play with.
A blood-curdling howl. A bitter shift in the air. One final crack from the Snowspeaker's staff, and the battle is over. The aged Snowspeaker chief collapses to the ground, lifeless, and the chamber grows still. Sweat evaporates from your forehead, and all around the battle-worn Ice Speakers look on, and the surviving Snow Speakers flee. A low voice rises up.
A good fight, warm bloods.
The voice says, resounding off the icy walls. It's the Ice Speaker chief, looking much worse for wear. He grabs his ribs, most of his weight settled on one leg. His face, though, shows not pain, but curiosity.
You helped us defeat these invaders, and for that, I am thankful. But why did you do it?
It's the first chance you've really had to think about it, but you figure honesty is the best option here. You explain that you've been sent from Frosthaven on a mission to secure the town's safety, and that you'd hoped by fighting in the battle that you might forge some sort of treaty with this tribe.
No, Chief Elland. The humans defiled the sacred clearing.
One of the creatures roars, incredulous.
These are their strongest warriors?
Shouts a priest.
We can kill them easily.
Geru has brought them to us to help defend our home.
Elend shouts back at his surviving kin.
To kill them now would be to go against his will. In return for their aid, we will allow their town to stand for now.
At this proclamation, the entire mountain rumbles, and a fear crosses Elend's face.
They're at the summit!
An Olgok scout rushes into the cavern in a pure panic.
A powerful snow speaker is performing a ritual. They intend to bring down the whole mountain!
Elend turns to you.
This clan is not on your side, but with continued help, maybe they can be. So, you must climb.
The chief growls.
You must go up to the peak and find this snow speaker. Cast them down so the wolves may eat their flesh. It will take them some time, so you may leave and prepare. We will stop them from leaving the peak until you return to prove your friendship.
He nods at the rightness of his words, and then, considering you for a moment longer, decides on something else. He claps an enormous hand down on your shoulder, nearly bringing you to the ground.
And I shall send a champion to aid in this trial,
He says, his eyes wide and fiery.
to ensure it is successful.
Finished with the Olgok's mountain, you head back to Frosthaven to plan your next move. There you find Satha, speaking with a downtrodden populace, still reeling from the latest attack they barely survived.
A few new support beams here and there, patch up some of the walls, and we'll be sure of snow in no time. You see,
She says with a wink.
the frost or fire in the world will keep us down for long.
Her enthusiasm is met with minimal recognition as the residents continue to sift through the rubble. You grab the mare long enough to make a report of your time with the Olgoks.
The sea have mercy.
She snorts, slightly surprised.
This internal struggle with the Algox explains a lot. But at least it sounds like you've made strong progress towards getting at least one group to stop attacking us, so that's something. We've had some troubling developments of our own while you've been gone.
The mare continues.
Some of the watchmen have reported lurkers of all things on the outskirts of the territory. I reckon since you made it safely back to town, you might go out and check on those damn crabs for me. Better to get a handle on them before they show up at our door.
She punches you on the arm and then begins to walk away.
Oh, actually,
She stops and turns back.
there was one more thing. A scouting party came back recently and reported seeing some strange metal constructs marching through the wastes. The scout tracked them east through the Whitefire Wood and then into some frozen valley, but couldn't follow them beyond that. So you might as well have a look at that too.
You rub some of your bruises from the Olgok's altercation and nod.
Good.
Satha chirps.
And while you're doing that, we'll keep rebuilding the town. I'm sure you can already tell, but the north isn't exactly hospitable, so we need to get Frosthaven back on its feet as soon as we can. That means we need all the resources we can find. So while you're out there, see if you can collect some lumber, metal and hides to help us out. Oak willing, we'll be able to rebuild this outpost before winter, because if we don't, then there's no hope for any of us.
And there you have it. Look at this. We've unlocked a new hero class and a number of other things. Yes, new quest, new campaign event, new quest, another new quest, and a new item blueprint, which is obviously what we looted from the chest. And I am very, very pleased about that. Look at that. Okay, so look at that. Edge of the World, Avalanche, Crystal Trench. Huge amounts of different events now available.
Damn White Oak. They give us half a budget and still expect us to stay alive.
Captain Olmsted is stomping around angrily. He punctuates his frustration by knocking a weapon rack to the floor.
Upgrades to the barracks can mean the difference of lives in this town, and we're stuck filling requests that take months to get through the pass and back just to have their stupid red rejected stamps!
He grabs a training sword and stabs it into the straw belly of a practice dummy. This seems like a bad time to ask if there are any new jobs posted.
Well, I think it's probably a good idea to offer to cover the cost of upgrading the barracks ourselves. I think we can easily do this, right? Lose 10 gold. Can we not do that? Do I not have? I have 10 gold, as you can quite clearly tell. I easily have that, so I should be able to. Yeah, there we go. 10 gold. There it is. Okay.
You offer to make up the budget deficit to upgrade the barracks out of your own pocket. Captain Olmsted's eyes widen.
You mercenaries are not nearly the scum Sother thinks you are. I'm going to tell her right now.
And indeed, the barracks has now been upgraded. There we go. Fantastic. Look at that. During an attack, each soldier provides advantage and 15 damage. There we go. Very nice indeed. So yeah, obviously, that is what we're going to be attempting to do. We can indeed also upgrade a variety of other buildings in the meantime too. You can see here, I can actually upgrade the Alchemist as well. And we can also add the new class. I actually have no idea what the new class is like. There it is. Frozen Fist. Look how cool that is. Wow, I've never seen this one before. This is very, very fun. Obviously, the other classes are also extremely cool too. However, the complexity of this one is very appealing because, let's face it, I'm a little bit dumb. So, you know, complexity being low, that's kind of nice for me. I like it. I like it. So it's an ice and earth affinity character, and you can see here the variety of different things. It seems to be a brawler of some kind. Very, very fun by the looks of things. Yeah, it even has a frost eruption ability. That sounds cool. All right, well, you know what? That's going to be it for this episode. We are going to be doing another one, I think, and I would love to be able to try out that new class and go on one of the new quests. I hope you'll join me for that. There is a link in the description if you'd like to check out Frosthaven, and a small reminder that it's 10% off for a limited time. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.